You know, I'm feeling real informative today. All right. Today, I'm going to show you how to properly apple guard your vachetta leather. Okay, vachetta. Listen, same thing. I'm gonna show you how to protect it. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Rakita. For those who are new here, where luxury has no limits, and let's be friends. In order to be friends, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button and we friends. Now, I know, am I thirsty? Dang, why am I? Okay. Now, I know that didn't help. Why am I acting like that was the solution to my dry throat? I don't know. Anyway. Now, I know I showed you on a short, I think a couple of shorts, how I apple guard my raw vachetta, but you know, it was real quick, like, I think it was under 60 seconds, and you know what I'm saying, sometimes we need to focus, and that's not enough time, and then I had the music going, man, but I don't think I sat down and did a step-by-step talk through of how we are properly apple guarding. Who is we? Girl, who is we? We is me. I don't, well, you know, I got a couple of friends in my head. Come on, let's go downstairs so I can apple guard my new, if you haven't seen her, okay, she's new. She's new to the family, which is a disgrace. Which is an absolute disgrace, because how in all of my years, in my decade, of collecting Louis Vuitton, this is my first Monogram piece. I don't know how that happened, but we here. But I have her. I think I want to start using her. I don't know, probably. But I need to have her prepared, okay? And this is the Monogram Speedy in the 35 bandolier, okay? So as we know, Speedies, classic Speedies come with raw vachetta. And she can't go out the house like this. When I want to take her, I need her to be a grab and go. Because usually when I'm getting up, getting dressed, I don't feel for the extra. I'm not in the mood for the extra. So I need my stuff to be grab and go when I'm getting up and getting dressed. So I say all that to say, I'm getting the itch. I want to take her out. Let's take her and get her protected. Now we're going to go downstairs where I have a table. Because I don't know. I'm not going to pretend like I can do this standing up without a table. Okay? She's not that girl. Let's go downstairs. Ooh. Okay, that's better. I'm coming. Okay. I'm putting it up there. Okay. Now, we are going to properly apple guard. Y'all, I just burped. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me so much. Excuse me. Okay, it was an inner burp though. It shouldn't have offended you that bad. You know what an inner burp is. Stop playing. Okay, so we are going. I'm serious because this is serious business. Okay, not so much. Listen, it's a bag. At the end of the day, it's a bag, but it's a very expensive bag. So we have to be very careful and take this a little serious. Okay. This bag was my bag of the day. Went with my outfit. This and the matching shoes. I was cute. Okay, not to mention this hair, honey. Oh, girl, we are not here for your outfit of the day. My bad. Okay, so let me tell you what you need. You obviously need the bag you want to protect, or bags if you want to do it all at the same time. And I would suggest that bags with raw vachetta that you use very often, like me, my original Bumbag. What else do I tend to do often? I think that's it though, to be honest with you. I think my original Bumbag. I used to do my Keep All 50 very often, but I mean, it's a keep all. Okay, it's only so much protecting you can do, and plus the honey potato was anyway. But the bags that you use very often, I suggest you redo this process once a year. But bags that I rarely use, like my vintage 1983 Speedy. I think I've done that once in 3 years because I use that bag probably once every 6 months. So do with that info as you will. Do it at your discretion. But remember, the more you use it, the more, ma'am. That's my baby. That's my baby. She needs her nails cut. But keep in mind, the more. Can you sit down somewhere? Pick a spot. You got the whole house. 4,000 square feet. Pick a spot. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. But keep in mind, the more that you use it, the more obviously you rubbing off the protection. Alright, so what you'll need, that's all you need, I promise. This is, I've never got any other product, any other item. This is all I use, okay? And also, I would like to mention, your girl's never had a problem, okay? No water spots, no oil spots. It doesn't make the way I've done it, okay? Now, I can't vouch for how anybody else applied it. The way I have applied it, the vachetta, because I get this question often, does it darken the vachetta? It don't darken my vachetta. The way that I do it, it don't darken my vachetta, okay? Now, does it naturally patina over time? Of course. That's the whole point of the raw vachetta, right? But it gradually, I believe it slows the process down, but and then also with the patina, it gradually does it over time without water spots, marks, in my experience, okay? So I'm gonna show you how I do it and in my experience. So just in case you want the same result, boom, baka baka laka shaka laka boom bak boom. Okay. Now paper towels. Now hear me out. I am not a paper towel snob. Okay, I'm a snob about a lot of things. Okay, I'm a snob about fabric. I'm a snob about coffee. I am a certified coffee snob. Okay, I'm a part of the board when it comes to good coffee. Okay, I'm a snob through and through. There's a lot of things I'm a snob about. Okay, I'm not a paper snob, paper towel snob. I give you that warning for what I'm about to say. I suggest for this process, you get the good name brand Thickums paper towel, okay? Now I got Bouncy in the kitchen, okay? In the laundry room, I keep papers in the laundry room, girl. I have the good old store brand paper towels. Again, I'm not a paper towel snob, but sometimes you need the good paper towels, okay? Sometimes you need to be assured that when you wipe, swipe, or lay down, your fingers won't go through the paper towels, okay? And these is one of them times, okay? So please, get the good name brand hefty paper towels, okay? I have Bounty, I don't know paper towel brands, but get the good paper Get the good paper towels. I promise you, you'll thank me later. I promise. Get the good paper towels, okay? If you just have to buy one roll and put, because let me say what I do. Like, girl, I don't need a paper towel speech. Listen, just hear me out, okay? Like I said, I'm not a paper towel snob. On everyday use, when it's just me and my man, we're using the store-bought paper towels, okay? We're using a $19.99 pack of paper towels, 12-pack of paper towels, okay? But I keep a 12-pack of good Bounty towels for occasions like this, and also for occasions when company come over. You know, I might let the company in the little guest bathroom downstairs use the good paper towels, you know, try to show a little hospitality. So I always keep a roll of good paper towels. So just do that. Get a good roll of paper towels. Put it up for when you need to apple guard your bags. Or when a little company come over, you want to show out a little bit with the $29.99 pack of paper towels. Okay? Whatever. Do what you want. I'm just saying, get the good paper towels. Alright? Got that. Then, of course, you need the apple guard. And then you need some transparent tape. Okay? Now, don't get packing tape. Okay? Don't get that Gorilla Tape. Don't get duct tape. Get cheap, not cheap, but Scott. But get transparent thin tape. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why later. You probably already guessed it. This ain't rocket science, child. But you okay? And then now hear me out with this too. Okay, this is something else you can't cut corners on. Now this is I don't care about the brand. Or a little Mickey Mouse right there, okay? I'm just talking about Simply Clean. No alcohol in it, no ingredients, just pretty much the wipe and water. Just clean, no fragrance, it just literally just the wipe and water, okay? Whatever brand you need to get, okay? I'm a Disney girl. I saw Disney, I wanted it until Disney pissed me off. Oh my God. But you know, here we are. But just make sure that they are just baby wipe in water, okay? No fragrance, no all that other stuff, okay? That's all you need. That's all you need. Okay, so here's the back. This is what I do, okay? Why you, hold on now, hold on. My bad, I'm trying to make sure my throat don't dry out now. Okay. Did I show you this? I got, when I unboxed it, I got an insert for it. You're like, girl, we don't care about your inserts. Hold on. I got the white insert. I got the white insert to match the white. Okay, anyway. Okay. If you have something in the bag, you don't need to take it out. I mean, it's not going to ruin anything because you're not going on the inside of the bag. But I do have the strap in here. So we'll do the easiest part first, which is the strap, because you can just lay that flat. Ooh. So what you do is you take the paper towel. Now listen, I'm going to try not to insult anybody's intelligence by describing what I'm doing that seems blatantly obvious, but also I want to make sure I'm thorough. So please don't get offended if I'm breaking it down like you a 2-year-old, okay? I'm just trying to make sure we thorough here. All right? And remember, okay, as my teacher grandmama used to say, everybody learn differently, okay? So maybe this way style of me breaking it down ain't for you. Okay, everybody learned. My grandma said that. She was a teacher, okay? All my life, she was a teacher, okay? Then she was a prison worker, like what they call a correction officer. I don't know how you both a teacher and a correction officer. I guess because kids get on your nerves, so you need an outlet. I don't know. That's my grandmama. Don't talk about my grandmama. She's still fighting. I'm telling you, don't talk about it. Okay, so we lay this out. Can y'all see? Hold on, let me make sure y'all can see. Okay, I went and got the stool out of my bathroom. So there's a water spot on my ass. Mind your business, okay? Okay, let's get started. Okay, so this is the strap. Mind you, I've never taken this outside besides unboxing it. That's the first time I saw it, took it out the box, and I haven't played with it since because I haven't treated the vachetta. If you haven't seen that unboxing, I will link it. Also in that unboxing, that was the first Louis Vuitton lipstick that I got from that haul. I did a try on and a comparison. I'm gonna move her out the way so we can get this full paper towel effect. Can y'all see that? Okay. There you go, you get the gist. All right, so what I was saying, oh yeah, so I did the unboxing of the Monogram. It was the first lipstick. I had got them all separately. I explained everything in the try on and my first impressions of the Louis Vuitton Beauty launch, especially on dark chocolate skin. If you haven't watched that video, I will tag it up here and then down here. Go watch it. Go watch it. I'm telling you, go watch it, please. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so to recap, I I laid the paper towels down. Girl, that's all you did. Calm down. Okay, so we're gonna do the straps first. This is what I do. Okay, Apple Guard. I get mine. I've always gotten mine off of Amazon. I will link the one that I keep buying over and over. I don't know if there's bootleg Apple Guards or different brands of Apple Guard. I don't know. When something worked for me, I stick to it. Brand, name, everything. Because if it's not broke, why fix it? Right? Ain't that what the old people say? I think so. Okay. Make sure you shake it up. Okay. Make sure you shake it. Shake it. Okay, I had to take the opportunity. Stop playing. All right. Now, before you go spraying on your leather, calm down, take a minute, and do a test spray, okay? Just make sure, test it away from the leather. Child, is that my spit or the thing? I didn't even hit it yet. Okay, my bad. Okay, I felt the sprinkle. I was one. Okay, anyway. Do a test spray. Make sure it's coming out evenly in the nozzle. Okay, which mine was not. So let me wipe the little black part to make sure ain't no build-up residue. That'll keep it from spraying evenly. Okay, there we go. All right. So it's clean. The distribution should be nice, even, and should be a spritz. Okay. Now I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but you know, when you're talking and trying to explain things, it always goes slower than it does when you're just doing it, okay? This ain't an all day, take your time, you need to take off or call out of work situation, okay? It just seemed that way because I play too much, I'm running my mouth, and I'm trying to explain what I'm doing, okay? Now, I have all 3 pieces laid out. I'm not doing piece by piece, okay? For why? I'm not doing, for why? Just take it and evenly, now watch my hand now. Evenly, I should explain this too. I have the plastic still on my hardware. Girl, not on all of them. See, that was the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. I saw that one plastic and didn't check. So you take your tape, okay, and you, boom, okay. You put it over the plastic like this, wrap it around, okay. Or if you don't want to waste all that tape, you're gonna waste something. You just pick what would you like to waste more, okay. You can also take a paper towel, all right, rip it up, and you could see, let's do this part. You could take it like this. That's too much paper towel now. You're wasting it for no reason. And you can wrap it like this. Now, if it moves, to me that's too much. So that's why I like to take the tape. Okay, can you see it? And then tape it in place. Okay. There you go. So you could do it either way. Usually, depend on what bag it is and what I care about most. Like, for example, my dog bag, that's near and dear to my heart. I don't like to take no chances, so I did the paper towel and tape method. But for just the regular vachetta strap, you know, I ain't gonna say I don't care. You know, I care. This bag was, how much was this bag? This bag was a lot of money. I ain't saying I don't care, but you know, you got levels of care. You got, you know what I'm saying. Don't be judging me. You know what I'm trying to say. Okay, so for this, I'm just gonna do the tape. Okay. And to save tape, don't wrap it evenly around. Like, just wrap it in a diagonal. What I say? How you say it? Diagonal? There you go, girl. What? You're like, what's the diagonal? Let me show you. Hold on. Let me show you what I mean. So, take it. Right? You see? Instead of wrapping around to make sure it hit the other side, pull the tape up so you can use it okay? Did you see what I don't know what y'all be saying. I be thinking the camera be trying to pull off what I'm trying to show you. I'm just doing it one more time. So you put it up and then wrap up, like pull the tape up, okay? Now I hope it picked up what I was trying to put down. I hope it picked up what I was trying to put down. Do I got another example I can show? Yeah, right here on this side. Okay. So you put it on, right? And then you pull the tape up to cover other parts. Okay? You're like, girl, I know how to put on tape. I know, I'm just listening. I told y'all my grandmama said now. She said everybody learn differently, okay? So just in case, some people learn by reading, some people learn by showing, some people learn by doing it themselves, hands-on learners, okay? So I'm trying to cover the spectrum of friends, all right? All right. Now, there's some parts that's going to be exposed. It ain't nothing you can do. For like the buckle, for example, it's going to show some of it. Because if you cover the entirety of the metal, the hardware, you're going to miss some of the vachetta, right? And I'm going to show you how to fix that. I'm going to show you how to fix that later, okay? All right, so we have it all out. Can y'all see? Hold on, there we go. Hold on, I can get this on my white chairs. Okay, whew. All right, there you go. All right, can you see? Okay. Here we go, move it closer. So, okay, there we go, there we go. So, take it. You do your test sprays. Okay, we did that. Let me make sure, okay. Then you sweep, okay, about, I want to say 6 inches. Girl, you know you don't know math. How far is this? No, your big finger. Okay, about your middle finger length up, right? And then just sweep. Don't stay still. You gotta sweep, okay? You gotta sweep. That's the first layer. I just think, though, I ain't gonna lie. I just think it's messing with my nose reciprocals. It's tight. Ooh, okay. Now, while that dry, don't go, listen, one spray in a sweep. Leave it alone. I promise you, promise you, promise you. That is the key. Leave it, do your one sweep, a finger inch, what is it, 6 inches? I ain't getting a ruler for that. Whatever your finger length, oh, I didn't mean to, that wasn't, don't take that personal. I didn't mean to do that. But you know, like your middle finger, the length of your middle finger, have it to the can nozzle, inches from the leather, okay? Why I keep, y'all know what I don't want y'all to feel like I'm giving you the finger child, okay? But leave it alone. Do one sweep. Don't do it up. Don't do it up and down. Just do a sweep, okay? Act like you brushing, you painting, your artistry, honey. Okay, and then leave it alone. That's the takeaway. First sweep, leave it alone. While we're leaving it alone, we're gonna work on the handbag, okay? So let me, cause I don't wanna. Okay. So I wanna leave, let me move this out the way. I don't want to touch that, okay? So I'm going to work on the handbag. Now we have vachetta on this side, obviously the handles, and then vachetta on that side. So this is where we get a little creative. Okay, what we're gonna do is tape all around the situation, okay? Now, I have learned that it's easier to use the straight edges of the paper towel because like where you're tearing it, because I'm not using a whole paper towel. What I'm doing that for? Okay, so when you rip the paper towel, use the straight edges because that's easier to, is the word manipulate? it's easier to work with, okay? So you take your tape and then you tape around the chaps, trying to cover up all the monogram, okay, around it. Now, this transparent thin tape is not gonna hurt your canvas, okay? Don't, it's tape, okay? It's just that's why I said, okay? That's why I said earlier, do not use duct tape, painter's tape. And painter tape is probably fine, but I'm gonna say don't use painter tape because I've never used it and I don't know what that means for you, okay? I've always used transparent, thin, everyday tape, okay? Put it on your bag like that. 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 What was the? Okay. Anyway, do both sides. Make sure you cover your zipper, your zip, zip. Okay, see, this is why it takes me forever, because okay. So I'ma just go through this and show y'all. Watch me tape this up, okay? Side, child. This side I'm talking about. On this side. So I know that it seemed like a bunch of paper towels, right? I mean, it is. In this economy, it is, okay? But I promise you that it's going to be a multi-use situation, okay? It just is what it is. Like, I would rather waste, well, not waste because I'm using them, but I would rather use the paper towels than mess up my vachetta. I would just rather would. And, like, don't get me wrong. Am I covering the, okay. So don't, because I'm trying to cover the zipper as well as the canvas. So don't get me wrong. This is very tedious. It is very tedious. But I don't know, in my opinion, it's also worth it. And like I said, I don't do this often. For my bum bag, I do it once a year. And for the other bags, I do it like once every, so I don't know how often I'm gonna use my my monogram because I just got it. I don't know how often I'm gonna use it. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Let's do it this way. I'm gonna split this. So I don't know how often I'm gonna do it, so I don't know how often I'm gonna use it, so I don't know how often I'm gonna wear this bag. So I don't know if I'm gonna have to do this once a year, twice a year, what the situation is. However, okay, I think if you care, because listen, it's not, some people can care less about how their raw vachetta patinas over time. You know what I mean? Which ain't no shade. If you don't care, you don't care. You know what I'm saying? So I don't mean that as shade, but some people don't care. They like their vachetta to live their best life, honey. Okay? Me, I like a patina, right? But I want it to patina evenly. Okay? I want it to, that's how I'm gonna do the sides. I want it to patina even. I would prefer it patina evenly. So that's why I do this. Okay, wait. Let me get this side done, honey. Okay, I'm scared to hold on. Okay, my bad. Why are people always calling me when I'm trying to talk to my friends? Just disrespectful. Okay, so now I'm just doing the side so I can get the piping into the apple guard situation. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna just do this side and we gonna wrap it up. Okay, so this is what we got so far. Okay, well, no, not so far. This is it. This is it for the covering of the canvas and the hardware. Okay, now for me, the goal is not to cover every piece of exposed canvas, okay, or every piece of hardware, okay, because I'm gonna fix that at the end. The goal is to cover most of it, so it'll be easier to clean up at the end, okay? But I feel that in my experience with apple guarding my vachetta is that the application of the apple guard is what's going to, one, make cleanup easier, two, have a longer lasting protection effect of the apple guard as you use it as time go on, and how it will affect the canvas. The application of the apple guard is what ultimately is going to affect the canvas. So that's why I do not, and I keep saying I, because if somebody does it differently or have a different opinion about it, I got it. But since this has been working for me and I have had any hiccups or damage, or this is what I'm gonna go with. And if somebody isn't sure what method, I am explaining to you my method and why in my experience, okay? So, cause you know, you like, girl, when I explain, the internet be interneting. So sometimes I gotta make stuff clear. Okay, so this is what we got. Now, remember the strap is drying on our first layer. I typically do 2 layers. Again, if I'm gonna use the bag often, so if this was my bum bag, I would do 3 layers. But typically I just do 2 because it usually don't take no more than 2, especially if I don't use the bag often. But for the purpose of this situation, this video, and plus I don't know how often I'm gonna use this bag, we're gonna do 3, okay? So again, I'm gonna come this way so y'all can see. Hold on. So again, all right, we're going to do a test spray, okay, and a sweep, okay. Not gonna touch it. We're gonna do, hold on now, not my tape coming off. Okay, there we go. All right, I don't like it to touch my zipper. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to leave that alone and I'm going to let that dry. My bad. I'm going to let that dry while I give the strap a second layer. Okay. Now, my drying time, I mean, like, I don't want to act like we're building a car here, okay? My drying time is pretty much a minute to 2 minutes, okay? Pretty much when you see it doesn't look wet anymore, it's dry, okay? Give it a second.
One eternity later.
So for the handles, right, just lift the handles up after you let it sit for a second. Okay, try to keep them up. You see how it disappeared from looking wet? That's what I mean. Like it will tell you it's drying. But even after it disappears, I still give it about 10 to 15 seconds before I touch it. So essentially it will dry in real time. All right. Now let's apple guard the side. Don't worry about the hardware. Again, I just give it a minute. Give it a minute or two, okay? Now, how many? This is our third, okay. So we're going to do our third layer on the straps, and then, well, I was about to say we're done. We're not done, but we're done with the apple guard for the straps, okay? Again, just a sweep. Okay, and we done there. We're done. Now, okay. I have to lay the handles flat to make sure I get a good coating on the other side. Okay. Try not, when you're sweeping, try not to wave your hand too much because you don't want to go too far from the handles. Okay, and I'm gonna give the side one more swipe. Okay, not me running out, hold on. Okay. Now another trick for, hold on, let me get it first. But also, when you want to get the handles, okay, and you want to make sure you're getting all the leather, because you know, for it to stand up on its own, they have to touch. So if you just want to make sure you're getting every nook and cranny of the handles, just take some stuffing. I don't know if you guys keep the stuffing. Well, I don't keep this. I don't want you to think I'm a crazy person. I don't keep the stuffing in all shoes, like my Nikes and my Clouds. But for my luxury shoes and my luxury sneakers, I keep them stuffed. Get the stuffing from them and then stuff them in between like this, so that way the handles can stay up on their own. And then give it a good once over. Okay? And get it from all sides. Make sure all the spots are touched. Okay, we back. Okay, well, I guess y'all didn't go nowhere. I'm back. I walked away. I apple guarded everything, walked away for 10 minutes, and I came back. Okay? So we are done apple guarding everything. You can go ahead and put this spray away. Now we are just wiping off the residue and putting the bag back together. Okay? So obviously, wash your hands. Make sure all the spray from the apple guard that hit your fingertips is gone. Okay? If you like me, you walked away to get a snack, don't be judging me. Okay? Make sure your hands is clean. Okay? So this is where our baby wipes come into play. But for right now, hold them off to the side. What we're going to do, pick up the strap and then take up all the tape and protectant that we put on it. Listen, I could save these paper towels to wipe the table off. I gotta wipe the table off. I mean, what y'all think? Oh, Jesus. And then I'm going to go ahead now and take off the protective sticker. Okay. Because now she is officially wearable. Okay. Boom. See? No damage, no situation. Hold on, but I got a piece of tape that won't get off my hand. Okay. I'm gonna just take all the tape off and then we'll get to wiping down. Also, let me say this. It seems obvious, but just in case, if you, especially on the straps, or, well, not especially, on all the hardware, okay? If you're doing the tape without the paper towel wrap, which is fine. As you can see, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay? But if you're doing just the tape, make sure you don't press the tape onto the hardware. Just gently wrap it around the tape because you don't want the tape residue to end up on the hardware. And then also, yes, obviously leave it alone, let it dry, but don't keep the tape on there overnight. Don't let it dry for hours and hours. Like I said, I walked away for a good 10 minutes, probably a little under, to be honest with you. And the tape isn't just sitting there on the hardware to allow for residue to transfer from the tape. You know, the sticky residue of the tape. Okay? Just, you probably like, duh, but just in case, okay? So, take a baby wipe. Now, this is the part on the strap where you have to be a little gentle because you don't want, remember, this is a baby wipe, it's wet. You don't want the water from the baby wipe to mess up all the nice clean vachetta you just did. So just take it, okay, without touching the leather, and just make sure you wipe off any residue, okay, that was on it. Just gently. All right, now keep in mind, it ain't dirty or like you're not, like you just got it from a Japanese seller type of wiping off. No shade, you know what I mean? You don't know where the bag been, so you want to make sure you disinfect it type of situation is what I mean. So you're just getting all the little drops of residue that may have gotten on the hardware, okay? That's it. That's all you're doing. See, still nice, still shiny. Then I'm gonna do the same to this. Just give it a good wipe down. Trying to avoid the baby wipe on the vachetta. There you go. Now, let's get to the bag. Let's get to the bag. Money in the bag. Okay. Take that out. Boom. When you, obviously the same thing when you were taping it up, I'm pretty sure you weren't pressing in the tape hard into the canvas. But also remember, when you're taking it off, don't go ripping it off. Just, you know, gently remove it. Okay. Boom. Now, I don't have to worry about the zipper that much because when I apple guard my bags, I make sure I protect the zipper, because what I don't want is the residue of the spray getting into the teeth of the zipper, okay? But I also, just in case, as a measure, just take the baby wipe, okay? And then just once over, just wipe it off. But it's typically, for me, fine, because if I'm gonna cover anything, I'm gonna cover the teeth of the zippers, okay? So there we go. Now, this baby wipe is still good. Don't be judging me, I'm using the same baby wipe. Take the bag and then just wipe the canvas, okay, with the baby wipe. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. What we talk about? All right. And here's the no residue, no dirt. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Get a new baby wipe. Okay. Hit the other side. Remember, I'm trying to avoid the vachetta even with the baby wipe. So just fold it. Okay? And then you get it. Same thing with the sides. Remember, around the chaps, I focus my attention on, because if you're not spraying, what's the word? If you're not spraying wildly, then the spray shouldn't have been all down on the bag. You know what I mean? So I just focus on the corners of the chaps where the paper towel might have missed, or, you know, didn't moved while I was moving the bag to spray it. Okay? And then just let it dry. Okay? It don't take long to dry. Again, you're just using a baby wipe, Simply Clean or alcohol free. Again, doesn't matter what type of brand of baby wipe. Just make sure it says alcohol free. Okay? And just let it dry. Okay, good people, that is it. That is how I apple guard my raw vachetta. As you can see, it's about, I want to say 20-30 minutes later. As you can see, not a problem. Not a problem. Okay. This is how I've always done my apple guarding. Never had an issue. I will put a picture or show how the bum bag looks, because like I said, that's the one that I do most often, because that's the one that I use with raw vachetta most often. Never had a problem. Don't have a bunch of water spots. Don't have a lot of patina. Now the bum bag have patina some. The bag, this is not going to prevent it from patinaing. Right? Is that a word? Patinaing? Okay. That's not what, in my opinion, that's not what apple guard is for. But it is to prevent staining, hand stains, grease stains, watermarks to show up prominently. You know what I mean? Like, just to keep it looking a little cute longer. Okay, to me, that's what apple guarding is for. Never slip me wrong. I will show you the bum bag. I got that bum bag whenever the original first bum bag came out. I don't remember. Whenever it came out, that's when my CA sent it to me, okay? And I never had a problem. That is, never had the vachetta replaced. Never. No, that same leather strap with me apple guarding it have looked that way years later, just by me doing what I showed you today. So do with that as you will. Now listen. If you apple guard your bag and you don't like how it turned out, don't be trying to send me an invoice. Okay?
Check that.
I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm telling you and showing you how I do it and what have worked for me. Okay? If you, I ain't with you. Okay? I don't know if you maybe didn't put your elbow up enough, or if your pinky got in the way and you didn't apple guard the way I did and your bag messed up. I don't know. So don't be sending me no invoice. I'm just trying to share what I do. But of course, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Why did I do that? Why did I lean back? I don't know, lean with it. Rock with it. Lean with it. Rock with it. Okay, I wanted to vibe. Okay. What was I doing? See, this is, I get sidetracked. I play too much. I get sidetracked. But of course, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Turn on the notifications so you don't miss a video from me. And then keep up with me. Follow me on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. It's at Rakita's Closet. And I will see you beautiful people in the next one. Okay, bye!